Okay, so I'm gonna have to check the carburetor. I think that's maybe the problem. I removed the spark plug and it was completely dry, so that indicates that there is a problem with the carburetor. It's always good to take some photographs or pictures or video when you dismantle stuff, because then you know how it's supposed to be going together. So this here tells me that someone has been trying to fix this carburetor. This hose here is not original, it's from Biltema. These carburetors are quite simple. Just remove this float bowl, remove this pin here. I just usually put it in there. Then you can remove the float and just check that you get a free passage from here to here, and then remove the main jet. And someone has been here, but they usually clean the main jet, but they forget about the emulsion tube which is above. I'll show you. Main jet is it's not clogged, but you can see that someone has, yeah, it doesn't look that great. But I want to check the emulsion tube, which is, it's in there. It's like there's some crap in there. But the best way to get the emulsion tube out, which is what you can see down there. Okay, so down here, this tube here is what you need to get out, and just you can just take a screwdriver and press it down. Okay, this right here is the emulsion tube, and it's like sits in here, and I had some problem getting it out. So what I did is I took this piece of wire and I did stick it right through, so you can see it in there, and then just took a screwdriver and gave it like a small kink, like bend it a little bit, and then I could just pull it all out. I couldn't find any of these holes clogged, but I know that they're super sensitive, so I'll take my small drills and run them through all these holes. I think what I used now was 0.6 millimeters and 0.65 I think was for the main jet, and 1.6 for running through this tube here. These Honda GCV engines are they're a bit of a pain to get together, because there's like a gasket, and there's this spacer, a gasket, all the carburetor, of course, gasket, and then this metal plate, and then a gasket, and then this air box, and you need to put this breather hose for the ventilation of the crank housing. So what I'm gonna do now, I have put these in here. These are the screws, and so I know that everything is lined up and okay. Then I'll put pressure here, remove these screws, put that air filter housing in there, and then hopefully get it together. The recoil starter is really slow, so I'm gonna check what's up with that. Okay, let's lube it up. Now that I have that recoil starter off, I'll just take a look at underneath the fuel tank, make sure that it's not like clogged with water, or there are these snails all over the place. I must have taken away like 10 snails or something from this. I gotta remove that one. Fried snail. Alright, carb cleaning did a trick. So now it runs. I need to clean it. I did get this this chute here opened up. It was just some grass clogged in the way. I think this is better now. Yeah, see, it goes back like this. Now it's off. And let's start it. There's still this problem with the bearing for this knife engagement system, or PTO clutch. But I think it's just a standard bearing. So I'm gonna remove the knives and sharpen them and get that bearing fixed too. I know it's running now, and so I'm gonna do some like general maintenance, changing the oil and checking those knives and maybe that bearing also. This bearing is really bad. You can see the water gets in, and I think I have one of these. I do hope so. In my nice to have boxes, I had one of these bearings. It's a 6204 RS, this bearing here, 6204 RS. It's been in there for a while, huh? Jesus. That's tight. I'll have to check, make sure I'm not ruining something. It's moving. I actually think it is moving here. Yeah, it's moving. Good. Here we go. I just used the hammer to like get it started. Then I used the old bearing. You can see I just compressed that and hold it like this to get it together. You can also use like a socket or something. Maybe that's better. Yeah, okay. We can use that. And then this one, will go like this. Oh, it will probably not be so hard to get this together. I have checked the blades and they're not cracked or bent or anything like that, but they are a bit worn. I'm just going to sharpen them, and I tried to count like 2 passes here and 2 passes there to keep them balanced. Oops. This is just cheap regular engine oil. I try to change it often instead of buying some expensive stuff, at least in the lawnmower engine. No? I have to double check if you are supposed to spin it in. Now a level is here. Some engines you just put it like that and check, and some you have to check it when it's been there, like turned inside. Okay, so I checked this engine. You're just supposed to stick it in like this and then check level. So this is too low. Should have more oil in there. Well, now we are getting somewhere. So a little bit more. Ah! Damn it. Yeah, I think that's good. It's in the middle. It's time to try out this mower. I did some cutting the other day, but it was too dark to film anything. So I'm gonna continue now. right, you can hear that it's still hunting a bit up and down in revs, and I do believe either this fuel isn't very good. I did add some, or there could have been something that followed this fuel into the carburetor. It could also be that that main jet was a bit massacred, so that could be an issue. So I'll probably get a new main jet for this carburetor, an inline fuel filter, and maybe a new spark plug also. Try and get rid of that hunting up and down. Otherwise it works really great. It cuts really well. There's a very high speed on this cutting blade, so it really picks up the grass and cuts it off. And I have tried it in mulching mode too, but it's well, the grass is really too high for that right now. But I think during the summer, when it's more hot and dry, it'll probably will be useful. I'm not gonna bag, it's too much grass to collect. But it's useful to be able to bag sometimes, like next to the patio. You don't want to have grass out on the gravel. Then collecting system is really good. So I'm really happy with this. The hydrostatic transmission works great. You can change speed on the fly. The PTO clutch, that new bearing that I changed, now it's all quiet. So there's some fine tuning to do, but overall it was a great lawnmower, I would have to say. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and write a comment about what you liked and didn't like about this video. So thanks for watching, and bye.